Key West, the land of the six-toed cat, Mallory Square, the land of the sun.
There we go. Wasn't the smoothest in the world.
Well, we had some serious conditions to deal with.
Yeah, the wind's blowing from behind us.
Yeah.
Caddy's all snugged up at Key West. In part one,
do you want me to do that?
Part one, we enjoyed our flight down to Key West, and now in part two, we're going to show you a little of our adventures in Key West. Assuming the cat doesn't pull the lights over. Once we got the airplane tied down, the line guys came out, picked us up in a golf cart, carried us over to the signature.
Us and all of our stuff.
Us and all of our stuff in a nice golf cart, carried us over. And then we Ubered to the hotel, which was a great experience. Quite honestly, it was a little late in the day, so we didn't really catch a sunset that day. But we did go out and enjoy a nice dinner
at Blue Heaven, and that was a place that had been recommended to us by several people. Said don't miss it, and it was absolutely that good.
I checked my bankroll, it was getting thin.
We turned in a little early that night. We were exhausted from flying 5.5 or so hours down to the Keys, and then got up the next morning and enjoyed 2 beautiful days. Our first stop on the second day was to the southernmost point, and the line was a mile long. We decided not to really participate. We just kind of stood out in the street, did the selfie, and
we'd already been there once before. We have pictures, been there, done that type of thing. We decided not to get into the line. And
that was a touristy thing.
We're all the same way.
One of the places that I wanted to go was the Hemingway house. Ernest Hemingway's famous house and the home of the six-toed cats. And
we had a great tour guide.
We did. His name was Rusty. He was marvelous.
Yep.
Come on. Stop it. Start the tour talking about the man who built this. Is Betty Grable, by the way. She's my nemesis. Start the tour talking about the man who built the house. His name was Asa Tiff. They just happened to have a portrait of Mr. Tiff right up there on the back wall. Mr. Tiff was born in the early 1800s. But Betty Grable was just a normal cat, not a polydactyl cat. She's got the normal 5 toes on front, 4 on back. We don't discriminate here at the Hemingway home. Good for you. We love them all equally. So Betty, you've had your treat, and you're going to leave me alone, right? No. Billy and Judy are classic polydactyl cats, being they have that extra 6 toe on just their front paws. And as of today, we have exactly 55 cats on the property. That number does vary over the years, from a low about 40, high about 60. Right now we just happen to have exactly 55.
We were not able to go into his actual writing studio upstairs in the back, but we were able to go up to it and shot a few pictures through their railing. It's really a neat historical place to see where he wrote all of his novels.
We saw one of his typewriters and saw the environment that he got to write these stories in.
Apparently the man really loved travel, women, and
lots of women.
Cats.
We needed something to do, so we decided to take one of the Wind and Wine sunset cruises.
Awesome.
The one we went to was Danger Cruises.
Danger Cruise, and this literally was the best thing we did the whole week, the whole trip
awesome.
down. It was a beautiful trip.
And a great sunset, too.
Yeah, the deckhands, the wine, the food, everything about the trip was absolutely perfect. It was well worth the cost of admission.
And then we're going to my favorite, from college here, Strawberry Hill from Boone's Farm. Hey! I see some of you went to my college. All right. Guys, this is from Mendoza, Argentina. It's a rosé of Malbec. And if you're a fan of Malbecs, you know it's dry, okay? But think of like strawberry, right? Cherry, and a little bit of spice too, like you would get from a Malbec. Just they take the skin off before they step on it.
Beautiful afternoon.
Exquisite. A little chilly. But the sun feels good and looks good.
Everybody taking pictures.
Last little of the sunset.
Stupid boat. Hurry.
Completely cloudless.
Low wind.
Good chances.
Have you really seen it? Have you
Absolutely, Beth.
Like how many times?
Hundreds. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's at the very last minute.
Here we go.
Very last second. Don't start staring yet. You'll see the black flash.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see
Okay, I'll try and count it down for you. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Boom. See it?
No.
Hey, I'm also the only one here who hasn't been drinking.
We're at Charlie Mack.
We still are at Charlie Mack. Okay, we were told to come to this place by our, what would you call him, our host?
Our host and our Pennsylvania friends that we met on the sailboat.
On the Sunset Cruise, which we thoroughly enjoyed this afternoon. They came to this place last night and told us we needed to have the burnt ends, but they don't serve it every night.
And it's an appetizer, not a meal.
It is an appetizer, which is all we needed because we had plenty of appetizers on the boat. These are the burnt ends of the brisket, and they are oh so good. And of course, they're laden with fat. But fat
meat,
is where all the taste is.
so stinking
tonight
good.
we're taking one bullet for the team and having a little fat and good taste with a little barbecue sauce. Here.
Very good.
So good.
After we had our appetizer meal at Charlie Mack's, our deckhand had suggested a local type bar next door. It was very good. That's where we went and got to hear some really good music at the Green Parrot. The first night we were able to hear
Happy Dog.
On the third day, we hit a few shops first thing in the morning, walked the square around Mallory Square, took in our second touristy attraction, which was Truman's little White House. But it was a great tour, but unfortunately we were not able to take any photography, any video, only a few photos from the outside. But I would tell you it's well worth the experience.
Truman was encouraged to find a place where he could relax and kick back, and he discovered the Key West area was somewhere that he absolutely adored.
This is our favorite cat. She does not have 6 toes. She is not a polydactyl.
She's a mutt.
She is a mutt.
She's a lucky mutt.
She helps me edit video.
She helps distract us while we're trying to...
She's been a total distraction during this whole process.
She's done everything she could short of flying across the room.
And later in the day, we walked to the marina, which Okay. Later in the day, we walked over to the marina. I wanted to check out the boats. I'm always been one of these guys that love to look at boats, and we've had boats in the past, and enjoyed looking around at the different boats, and came across some guys cleaning up some wahoo, and they were throwing them in the water out there with the pelicans, and got to looking down, and tarpon were just huge.
And they were right below the feet of the pelicans. Apparently the two coexist pretty well. We didn't see a pelican get eaten while we were there.
But those tarpon were 4, 5, and 6 feet long. Some of the biggest
Huge.
tarpon. One of these days we want to go back down there and not fish for tarpon in the marina, but maybe go fish for some tarpon with a fly rod. And for our final sunset, we went back to Mallory Square for the evening and watched several street performers that did a really great job. It's a lot of fun.
There are always a number of street performers there. We didn't cover nearly all of them, just a few, but we so enjoyed them.
And we got to take in a beautiful sunset. It's interesting. We had on the sailboat sunset, we had a sailboat go right in front of the sunset as it was setting, and almost the same thing happened from the Mallory Square sunset. Plus the cruise ships were leaving, or at least one of them left. One of them stayed in port. Apparently there's a fine.
There's supposedly I believe we heard $10,000 fine.
25,000 or some kind of a fine.
It was a large fine.
Yeah.
If you are caught blocking the sunset with your cruise ship.
Yep, that's a beautiful sunset.
Actually, I got to witness what, 2? Yep, 2 of them.
After we left Mallory Square, we went back to the Green Parrot for another band that night, which was Kung Fu. They were very Steely Dan type music, very good band. One of the best I've ever heard live.
Nice, clean sound, and not so loud that you couldn't carry on a conversation.
Wonderful night. It was a great trip. We appreciate you guys coming along. In the third part, we will have some beautiful video of us coming out of Key West. We had the camera on that was under the airplane, and we've really got some really good video coming out of Key West as we went back up towards Tampa. We'd really like for you to hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell down there, get a notification, like the video, make comments on the video. We love to hear comment. We try to reply to every comment. One or both of us reply to every comment, and we appreciate you watching.
Thank you so much.